Due to the passing of fan favorite Frank Fritz, the ratings for the inaugural episode of American Pickers have decreased in comparison to the ratings for the previous season. Mike and Robbie Wolf, John Jersey John Soleil, and Danielle Colby were the stars of the debut episode of the 26th season of American Pickers, which aired on October 9. During the first episode, which lasted for 1 hour, Mike, who is 60 years old, was seen searching through Evel Knievel memorabilia, which included a one-of-a-kind billboard from his Snake Canyon jump. While everything was going on, Robbie and Jersey John went to look at the collection of a deceased car enthusiast. However, the program was not successful in attracting a large number of viewers, as the United States Sun can tell exclusively that only 565,000 fans tuned in. The launch of Season 25, which consisted of 2 episodes and took place in December 2023, has been significantly reduced to this point. Traditional Car Cemetery attracted a total of 723,000 viewers, while Hidden Cash Stash, the second installment of the premiere, saw a decrease in viewership to 676,000. A total of 880,000 viewers tuned in to watch the third episode, and those figures remained relatively stable for the remainder of the month following that. The number of viewers reached a staggering 948,000 by the time the show aired on January 24. Throughout the most of February, the numbers continued to decline, with the lowest rating being on February 14 with 774,000 viewers, and the greatest rating occurring on February 28 with 966,000 viewers. There were 832,000 people who watched the final episode, which aired on March 27. One of the most recent instances in which ratings fell into the 500 zeros occurred on August 30, 2023, when there were 554,000 viewers. Did you honor Frank? The series paid respect to Frank by airing episodes that included the fan-favorite character, who had starred on the show from 2010 to 2020. This occurred on the day that the series premiered. Fans, however, were disappointed to see that there was no mention of him in the first episode of Season 26, which was actually shown. There was no dedication to Frank on the season premiere that took place yesterday night, according to a fan who posted on Reddit. I feel like they should have at least made a title card at the end or something to honor him. Extremely disrespectful. The show was dead to me, and it continues to be dead to me, another commenter said. I saw the title card on one of the Frank-centric reruns last night, but not on the new episode premiere, a third individual wrote. Getting back on the air, Jerry Gendreau, a close friend of Frank's, disclosed for the first time in an exclusive interview with the United States Sun that he would have returned to the show if it weren't for the health problems he was experiencing. If I were to compare Mike and Frank to Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, I would say that they are similar. It is possible that Jerry Lewis Frank was far more vital for the show than he was first thought to be. Being the Jerry Lewis all the time is a really difficult task to accomplish. If Frank hadn't been dealing with his health problems, I believe he would have returned, and he did have a number of significant health problems. Between the ages of 25 and 30, he began to experience symptoms of Crohn's disease. This bowel condition, known as Crohn's disease, is characterized by inflammation in the digestive tract. An explanation was given by Jerry regarding how Frank's spontaneity contributed to his popularity among viewers on the show. He was truly the comedian who popped out with some of the weirdest and dumbest things that you just go, wow, Jerry added. He was a true comedian. The stars have reportedly signed on for 3 more seasons following the current one, according to a prior story from the United States Sun. On the other hand, despite the contract, it was earlier reported by the United States Sun that Mike and Robbie are getting close to the conclusion of the series. An anonymous insider had earlier stated to the United States Sun, "I do not know how long the show will last." The insider stated, I don't know how long Mike and Robbie will want to do this, and then went on to say, I think they would want to retire at some point. It's a strain on your life, and they've been doing this for a substantial amount of time, Mike's pal disclosed. It's like, we're on the road again, whenever they're around. The source asserted, I don't have time to do either of these things. I don't have time to do either of them. It's a love-hate relationship like any other job, the source shared with us. Some days you don't wish you had that job, and you could do whatever you wanted. Some days you're all excited about your job, the friend stated in conclusion. It was Frank's last bow. The last edition of Frank's show aired in March of 2020. His back surgery, which resulted in 185 stitches and 2 rods being placed in his spine, caused him to leave the program in order to heal. Over the course of his vacation, Frank was able to shed 65 pounds and take steps toward leading a healthy lifestyle, including abstaining from alcohol. Mike said that he was officially terminated from his position in 2021, despite the fact that he had expressed his desire to return to the series following his absence. At the time, Mike expressed his sentiments by saying, I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey. As Frank said in an interview with the United States Sun in 2021, I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. This event occurred after the 2 individuals had a disagreement. Despite the fact that he was aware that my back was infected, he did not call me to inquire about how I was doing. But that is the way things are. I have a feeling that Mike is trying to persuade his brother Robbie to take my place in the position. I am really perplexed as to why he is acting in such a manner toward me. Following Frank's stroke in July of 2022, the two were able to make amends with one another. His passing occurred on September 30, 2024, 2 years after he had died away, with Mike and other loved ones by his side. A reminiscence of Frank. Following Frank's passing, American Pickers made the following announcement on social media. We are saddened to share that our friend and beloved member of the History Channel and American Pickers family, Frank Fritz, has passed away on September 30, 2024. During the course of more than a decade, Frank filmed American Pickers. Not only will we never forget the bearded charmer, but we will also never forget his never-ending search for vintage motorcycles and bikes. We are keeping Frank's family and friends in our thoughts and prayers during this trying time. It will be a great loss to everyone.